That was good retelling, thank you. Now I'm going to ask you just a few questions, okay? What was so unusual about the medical school at Salerno?
Male doctors and female doctors worked side by side and learned about medicine together.
How did Trotula show that she balanced her respect for learning and compassion for patients?
Because she listened to what the patients thought, so she could best administer a treatment for them. And she developed books about her patients and how they felt.
Why would people be likely to regard wise woman teacher as a good name for Trotula?
Because she listened a lot to what her patients said, and then she used that as the best form of action to treat her patients. And she was very wise, and she was a woman. That name's fitting.
Why did it take great courage for Trotula to practice medicine?
Because no women practiced medicine at that time, and it was an exploration of new things. Not many people had explored the female body or invented drugs or anything at that time.
Which was more important to her success, her interactions with her patients or her courage in defying social customs?
Her interactions with her patients, because if you don't know what the patient wants or needs, then you can't administer treatment, and that was the best course of action for her to take based on the patient's needs.
Why did the church disagree with Trotula's use of drugs to lessen the pain of childbirth?
Because they thought that the pain of childbirth was a part of the experience of childbirth and that it was needed.
What advantage existed for male medical students to study side by side with females?
Because then they could, like Trotula, for instance, published a book about the female body for the male doctors to read so they could understand, and it advantaged the men to think about the female body and work on helping that and vice versa for the women.
Okay. How did Trotula show that she valued what she had learned in the study of medicine?
By publishing her works and by helping her patients based on their needs.
Why was the persecution of women who practiced healing such a clear example of human foolishness?
Because, well, Trotula was a woman and she did so many great things for the field of medicine and doctors, and so if they took away, like say, that Trotula couldn't practice medicine, then we wouldn't be as far along as we are.
What challenge was more significant to Trotula's career? Salerno's willingness to challenge social norms, or Trotula's willingness to challenge religious norms?
I think social norms.
Just tell me a little bit about that.
Because it wasn't the norm back then to have female doctors, and she published many good works as a female doctor, so that helped excuse me, a lot with the advancement of medicine and medical technology.